Good evening. Tonight on Weekend, Remember the War with Tennessee Williams and Norman Mailer, an event that will be remembered as marking the decline and decay of the U.S. anti-war movement.
Remember the war. That was the message proclaimed by Tennessee Williams and Norman Mailer at a recent benefit in New York City, staged by the People's Coalition for Peace and Justice. The coalition came into being 2 years ago in a merger of all major anti-war groups, but within the last few months, it has found itself drastically in debt. People are no longer willing to donate money to the cause. Coalition Executive David Dellinger blames this on President Nixon's public promise to end the war in Vietnam. Mr. Dellinger maintains that while the president has created a sense of apathy in the minds of those who oppose the war, the bombing in Indochina is being escalated.
Whether or not the president is successful in ending the war, and this week he again stole the thunder of his critics with revelations of secret talks with the North Vietnamese, his real political victory thus far has been in destroying the previously powerful support behind the anti-war movement. In an effort to bring new energy to the movement and to raise funds to pay off debts, the coalition staged a spectacular benefit at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York City. It was indeed an historic occasion, not signaling the rebirth of the movement as things turned out, but rather confirming the decay that has set in. For the anti-war movement, it may have marked the end of an era. This film study by Weekend's Tom Headley gives you the chance to judge for yourself.
This is Gore Vidal. Some people would like us to forget the war in Vietnam, to be bored with it, even believe that it's almost over, because it would be convenient for them. That's why I'd like you to come to Remember the War, a night of lights, theater, and rock at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. Performing in person will be the Chambers Brothers, Norman Mailer introducing his new play, DJ, and Tennessee Williams. I'll be there, so will a lot of other people who haven't forgotten the war. Jimmy Breslin, Gloria Steinem, Julian Beck, Ossie Davis, David Dellinger, Willem de Kooning, Jules Pfeiffer, Ruth Ford, Nat Hentorf, and I hope you too.
That's nice, and open that up. Is it? Well, kill it. Kill 17, please. Okay, open it up. Timothy, bring it up a little.
Upstage? Kirk?
Yeah.
Blue upstage, downstage?
Can I have some video here?
Okay.
There's Norman there. Where's Dotson? Hey, Norman. Hey, I'm brushing my teeth. Yeah. Listen, Norman. We heard there's going to be squatters outside the church demonstrating. We're going to try to come in, and there's probably going to be people from Women's Lib. Yeah, we're going to try to trash you. So now listen, Norman. Don't provoke the women, you know, when you give the little talk. I mean, lay off kind of soft on it. And the other thing is the bishop is very, very worried about profanity. We can get away with profanity in the play because that's art. But when you talk, you can't use it, okay? And don't get drunk, okay? Okay, I'll see you in about 20 minutes, all right? Yeah, at Senate House. Yeah, okay, man. Yeah, bye.
So how's it been? Had a bad day?
It's been hell, yeah. It's always it's crisis time, you know. It's a zoo, is what it is. Never again, I swear, never again. The most important thing is after May Day, after the May Day demonstrations, Nixon was able to make the movement look like a bunch of street freaks, a bunch of crazies, a bunch of kids who turn over cars and break windows. What we're trying to do tonight with Williams and Mailer and Bishop Moore and Gloria Steinem and all the other people who are going to be there is to bring to the movement credibility, to bring it respectability again. That's why we're holding it at the cathedral rather than in felt form at the Gardens.
How is it that you came to be here tonight?
I went to a party last night, a buffet last night on, I forgot where it was. And one of the kids on the stage crew, Michael Bumblebee, and I didn't know about it until I went last night. They said they're having this fantastic thing at St. John's the Divine. Would you like to go? And I said, well, sure. I have nothing else to do.
What is the cause? What's happening tonight?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, maybe they're trying to pick up conversation. Don't say anything that'll get me in trouble.
Gee, I think Roger Band was fantastic. I'd be glad to do It's Impossible if they'd like to hear. I guess that really...
What do you girls feel like eating?
Vegan and Coke Basque. We could go...
Oh, that's not really good. You want to go to the Coke Basque?
Well, if Milton is coming...
Let's go to the Coke Basque.
Let's go to this place at Pietro's. Well, let's go to the Running Footman. You want to go to the Running Footman?
One reason I came here tonight is because I wanted to see Tennessee Williams. I remember reading his book, A Streetcar Named Desire, when I was about 15. I sneaked my father's copy of the book from his library, and I put it in with my school books, and I was reading it and carrying it with my books. And then one day, shortly after I began reading it, my mother discovered it among my school books and burned it.
See, I think we could cut out of there. I think he wants to see Mailer.
Me?
Yeah, don't you?
Oh, no, I tried to beat me up last time.
I saw him last night, and I told him you're going to punch him out if he used a dirty word. That's what I told him.
Well, then you be sure to use it.
You know, he said, tell Tennessee to watch my language. Yeah.
I wanted to check with you these statistics you gave me, you know?
On the war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Am I the only one that's going to give the statistics? Yeah. Because I don't want somebody else to, you know...
Steal your thunder.
Steal it, yes. Now, let's get it reasonably accurate, huh, if we can. It's just approximate, isn't it?
I'll check with David, yeah.
54,000 American death toll.
Right.
North and South Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos, over 1 million death toll. Mostly non-combatant. Nearly 400,000 wounded American boys.
Now, they tell you there's going to be boys from veterans' hospitals brought there tonight.
Paraplegics and amputees, double and triple, quadruple tramped. No, they can't get any quadruple amputees there.
I don't know.
That's just sick of joke. And when does it stop? By whose secret schedule? Does this mass slaughter end? This shamelessly criminal war stop? Will it be only when another war begins and one has begun?
Beautiful line.
What does a military industrial system depend upon? Where is Kilroy's way out?
Well,
I want to introduce you to Tennessee Williams.
Oh, hi. Very nice to meet you.
You are, after all, the two Mr. Mailer, if you please, sir. Can you get in the center? That's Norm
Great to have you here.
Very brave man.
He is.
Charles, why are you here tonight?
Because Dotson invited me.
Why else?
Because I dig the cause.
You what?
I dig the cause.
What is the cause?
Help in the war.
Isn't the war over?
Well, that's what I told Dotson, but he didn't believe me.
Is the war over or not?
I don't know. I just came because I had nothing else to do.
Is the war over, Robert?
Could be.
Would you know?
No. I only read Susie Knickerbocker in the newspaper.
I wanted to see who was here.
Charles, Tennessee's going to be here tonight.
I just saw him. It's his first political speech, apparently.
Yeah. You expect it'll be good?
I expect it to be very good and irritate Gore Vidal because he doesn't want Tennessee to be political.
Hey, listen, I work for my arm around you wouldn't let me. I wish you'd like me. I think you're a great writer. I really do. I wish you'd get that straight. I know what you hear I say. You have to recognize that if we say these things to each other's faces, we're not going to lie behind each other's backs. To what end?
Show me the country where the bombs had to fall. Show me the ruins of the building once so tall. And I'll show you a young land with so many reasons why. And there but for fortune may go you or I.
I'm here because I hate the war, and this war in particular. And I want to introduce to you one of my oldest friends who joins me and all of you and people all over the world who want to bring peace to this earth. Ladies and gentlemen, Tennessee Williams.
As I came in, it appeared to me that there were great reverberations. And as a theater man, I'm very concerned about the acoustics. I don't care whether you hear me or not, but I trust that you heard Mr. Derringer. Mr. Dellinger, I'm still, a novitiate. Now, Mr. Dellinger has probably preempted all the statistics which I have come here provided with. They are statistics about the dead and the casualties of both sides, all sides, in the present war, which is now, of course, being followed by a successive war, which will be equally unsuccessful. I'm a bit old for marching in the streets. I am. I know what I'm able to do. I will march on paper.
The people who staged and produced this evening were kind enough to give me a huge portion of the time available. The next half hour is going to be given over to a reading of a play that I first wrote about 4 years ago called variously Why Are We in Vietnam? A Piece of Vietnam, DJ, and again tonight we're going to call it DJ. I hope you enjoy it and have a good time. Thank you.
The 20th century is breaking up the ball game. One, the women are free. They bed down with too many to believe one man can do the job. Two are free. Three, then the women are each other. I mean, talking about them being free, they have to be paid some dues that are not going to be a Texas Virgin's delight. Number four, that races are breaking loose. Five, Africa is breaking loose. Six, the adolescents are breaking loose. Hey, my own son!
So, asshead America, contemplate your butt.
Some of them sinless. Because it's the scene, it is not the drama, and it is hurting the bishop who gave us the church, and it is hurting the movement to bring the gutter into it.
I think she would just... There she is.
9, communism is a system guaranteed to collect dues from losers. 9A, there are more losers than winners in the world.
Except that Tennessee Williams walked down the plane. No. In fact, I'm in about just because it means that he had to be irritated by it exceptionally. I mean, I'm often irritated by fellow authors' work, but rarely do I throw the book across the room and walk out of the theater. It doesn't mean that the book or the play is therefore good. It might be atrocious, but it's interesting when a fellow professional has a powerful negative reaction to your work. So it didn't bother me. It sort of intrigued me. I thought, what an odd thing for Tennessee to do, actually.
10A, sexual intercourse is king.
The thing that I said in the opening remarks is that I think that we all have different methods of going at the peace movement, but I think it's terrible if we can't join hands and go together.
I agree. It's a desecration of the movement. The movement must have nobility.
Sure.
And decency. And I'm not talking about language.
I'll be back about...
I'm talking about an attitude toward human beings.
I'll be there all morning.
Which was absent in that play. Which was a desecration of humanity.
It was obscene.
I wish that I'd seen it, or I'm glad I didn't.
Here you are in a cathedral, which should be handled with respect. And there was such dignity. It was so elevating to me. And I was very inspired, particularly inspired by things that went before and by Tennessee. And I had... But all of a sudden, Norman Mailer came on, and it was like using a toilet. It was like...
We all know it was just dreadful. It was self-indulgent. It was personal. He wasn't part of a cause. He was selling himself just so that Norman Mailer's name would appear.
Wait a minute. Listen to what you're saying to me. You're saying the man has no integrity politically.
No, he hasn't.
That the man only cares about
this
himself.
man is not a political person.
I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that.
I do.
I didn't walk out. I wasn't walking out with you. No, just that I've been promising them and promising them here.
I hope I'll see you again.
Well, thank you, Bishop.
Tail 21.
No. That's it, yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, thank you. Let's go.
No, what do you say you hope? What are you doing right now?
I say I hope to begin a novel. Beginning a novel is not automatic. It's you know, you can say I'm going to make love to a woman. That's writing. But you cannot say I'm going to fall in love with that woman. That's writing a novel.
Right.
But this bishop had the guts to put his cathedral and his bishopship on the line for us. And it should be respected as an act of valor and nobility.
And it wasn't respected by one person.
I think there
Everyone
must have
else
been
did.
many offended there.
Oh, well, I saw them walking out. Yeah. I walked out.
I think some people were walking
I'm
out
an
because it was
atheist,
boring.
and I walked out.
The great mistake would be to put
That'll hurt
down...
Norman more. To say it was boring.
We are not here to put down Norman Mailer.
I love Norman.
I don't love him? No.
But you like him.
See, I believe that what you did could not be destroyed tonight. No, I don't think so. I mean, I believe that moment was a very historic,
top of the
beautiful
show.
moment, and I don't think that anything else that people did.
Can we have some pie, too? 3 cups and 3 pieces of pie. With whipped cream on all. Yes, whipped cream.
Pumpkin with whipped cream. She's fabulous.
Isn't that pumpkin pie you put whipped cream on? I don't know.
Wait, I have to show you my book.
I'm only eating. You know, I didn't blame anybody for walking out of that turkey. That was the dullest play I ever saw in my life. And I've been in some dull plays.
But I'm from Texas. It's very Texas.
Well, I'm from Tennessee. I left the play and went across the street and had a piece of pie. I could have made something out of it.
I've read things
Was he ripping off the movie?
dazzled me by their brilliance or their power.
That's a short ass David.
Not
I
that.
don't know.
I wonder if
David, was he ripping off the movement tonight, Norman? Or was he using it for some kind of, to get his Tennessee's...
David is not about to give you a dishonest answer.
No, he thinks.
No, but I'm trying to think about it. Maybe what Martha Mitchell in that poem.
Yes.
Yeah, what is that poem? We never heard that poem. Let's see the poem.
Is it really written, Tennessee?
Come on.
Yeah, I got it. I ain't about to read it.
Let's have the poem.
Where are we? Where are we, piece-wise?
We're nowhere.
Nowhere.